If your child is learning their ABCs, making the alphabet out of Play-Doh or modeling clay is a great activity to help them learn. It's fun and easy. I'll show you how. To make our Play-Doh alphabet, you need Play-Doh and some tools. You can buy Play-Doh tools at a toy store, or you can use things lying around the house. You need a smooth surface to work on, a hard rolling tool like a can or a jar, a plastic knife to cut with, and then you can use whatever objects you find around your house that might make an interesting texture or shape in your Play-Doh. Let's start with blue and make a letter A. Using both of my hands to apply even pressure, I'm going to roll the Play-Doh out into a rope. Once it gets as long as I'd like it, I'm going to trim off the end, here and here. Fold this like that, trim off this, and there's our A. For B, let's try something a little different. We're going to roll our dough out flat using the side of our jar. Flipping it over as you go so that you get a nice and even pancake. Now I'm going to use my can to cut out 2 circles. Put them in the middle like this. And then from the rest of my pancake, I'm going to cut out a long line like this and set it along the sides of my circles. Now to make it look more like a B, I'll use my bottle cap to cut out the center of each. Hey, bottle cap starts with B. And there we have our blue B. C is next. To make the C, I'm going to do another rope with purple. Rolling it out, nice and even. Trim off one end. And there's a C. But it's not that interesting, so I'm going to use my knife to add little lines. C. Now to make the D, I'm going to flip over my C and take some more of my rope I just made and put it on the end. To make it more interesting, I'm going to add some dots with the back of my pencil. D for dots. D. For E, I'm going to use purple again. And roll it out flat. Then I'm going to use my knife to cut 2 equal strips. And I'll trim up the ends to make them neat. And I put one here and cut the other into 3 parts. There's your E. Take away the bottom and you have your F. For G, let's use green. I'll make a nice long rope again. Curve it up. Put the end in like that. And there's your G. For H, let's use our green to roll out a nice big pancake. And this time I want to add some texture, so I'm going to use one of my cans to roll ridges along it. Then using my knife, I'm going to cut a rectangle. Then I'll cut out the top and the bottom, and there's our H. For I, I'm going to do something a little bit different. Now I'm going to roll up each little piece and make them into a ball. I start to form my letter I. And there's an I. The cool thing about the little balls is you can easily rearrange them. To your next letter, J. Now K. So for K, I'm going to make a thicker rope than I've made before. Using my knife, I'll cut almost halfway down there and cut through the other side too. Flip it this way. Open up the legs, and there's our K. For L, let's do another flat piece. So first I'll make my long rope. Then I'm going to roll down with my jar, smoothing it out as I go. Trim off the end, cut a short piece, then a longer piece. L for longer. Put them both together, and there's our L. I'm going to use a chopstick to add lines. Line starts with L. Okay, M, M, M. Let's start with a mound, like the letter M for mound, and roll it into almost like a triangle until it starts to look like a little bit of a mountain. Now we're going to trim off the sides, cut down the middle, and there's our M and all its beautiful mountains. Next up is N. Let's stretch out a piece of rope, nice and long. Just make an N very simply, like that. To make our O, I'll use orange, and I'll roll it into the biggest pancake yet. I'll use my largest can to cut out a circle. Then I'll use my bottle cap to cut out the center. There's my O. For P, I'll cut a long strip for my leftover pancake and put it there. For Q, let's put a little strip in right there. There's our Q. For R, I'll cut the back of our circle off. We'll add a strip back in here and a little leg there. And there's our R. For S, I'm going to use green again and do something a little bit special. I'm going to roll out a rope but make it thin at one end and a little bit thicker at the other. And this will help you remember your S, because it looks like a snake. For my T, I'm going to use the green again, roll out another rope, trim the ends, and use my fork's tines to put a little print in it, or add texture, which also starts with T. All right, we're winding down. For you, let's take 2 long ropes and twist them together. Now I'm twisting them up. Turn them up like that, up like U. And there's our U. Now our last letters are kind of similar, so we're going to do them in a special way. Once again, we'll roll out a big pancake. This one happens to be pink. I'm going to cut 4 equal length strips. First, let's make our V. There's our V. Then we add 2 more. There's our W. Now we take those 2 and flip them over. There's our X. And take one away, we have our Y. For our final letter, we use our strips again to shape a Z. But let's make this Z something that kids can remember by giving it a little something extra. Let's give it stripes like a zebra. Z for zebra. And there we have it. That's our alphabet. Try making alphabet letters out of Play-Doh with your kids. Not only will they have fun, the hands-on activity will help them learn and remember their ABCs. Show me all the cool letters you make at home by hashtagging Mother Goose Club on social media. As always, we'd love to hear from you, so type in comments below. And don't forget to subscribe. Peekaboo! I see you.
Rachel, do you like my hat? Ah! It fell. Hi, I'm Sarah, and these are my kids, Rachel and Benjamin. Everyone knows that reading to your kids is good, but did you know that anything you do with a book is great? Especially for babies. I'll show you how. Even if babies can't sit through an entire story, they can interact with books, and every interaction is good. Even holding a book and turning its pages is great practice for reading someday. Oh, I'm so hot. Are you so hot? Peekaboo! Stack. Stack. And good job, give me 5. You did it! Yay! The more familiar babies are with books, the more likely they are to pick them up to read when they're older. That's right, a lizard says blah, 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 blah. Good job, buddy. Just talking about the cover or pictures inside shows kids that pictures are a part of the story. Blue dolphin. Blueberries, you're right. What is this, Benjamin? That's a cover, the spine, and the back. Where's your back? Where's your back? Back here? This is the back of a book. And these are the pages. Love you. You don't need to get through all the pictures or even past the cover with really young kids. The important thing is that book time is fun. What does a sheep say? Bah! You say bah! Bah! Good job, buddy. Good job. When you spend time with your child playing with books, they learn that books equal love. That special time has an effect that lasts forever. Wiggle, wiggle. Can you guys wiggle like worms? Bookworms? Be little bookworms. Wiggle like bookworms. There you go. Good job, wiggle worms. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Show us how your little ones like to play with books. And don't forget to comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. More great ideas for
Carved out of a
Come on,
block
Annie,
of
give her
metal.
some.
Okay. Thanks, baby. Everyone knows that let me start again. Give me that first even. I'm sorry, the more, that felt strange too. One more.
It's still taped where
Yes.
you originally put it.
Yes. Right there.
Too much pink.
You're welcome.
I see it.
Me,
I
Rachel?
see it.
It's
I
not
see
you,
it.
It's a
Cut
Rachel.
camera.
Just talking about, sorry, just telling, I don't know why, just talking. Did I flub those words? Book time equals fun. No. Just holding a... Interact with... No. You don't... Do you want to hold it?
No.
Is that... What sound does a horse make? Is that a horse sound? You don't... Yeah, you don't need... 1, 2,
3.
Thanks for...
Now let's try thanks for
All right,
watching,
now say thanks for watching, okay? On the count of
1, 2.
All right.
I think we got it.
So then the big bad wolf went to the second little pig's house and he knocked on the front door and he said,
Little pig, let me in.
"Not by the hair on our chinny chin chins," said the little pigs. Reading to your kids is one of the most important things you can do to help develop their language skills. But we all know how hard it can be to get them to focus. In this video, I'll show you how to boost their attention and get them really excited about reading. When I read to my kid, I try to have as much fun as I can with the story. When they see that I enjoy it, they enjoy it too. Yes! So the big bad wolf, who by now was absolutely famished and terribly cranky, came to the third little pig's house and knocked on the door. Do you know what it means to be famished?
No.
It means you're so hungry. So hungry. You could just eat somebody up. To get my kids to really enjoy and focus on the story, I like to use different voices for each of the characters. So if I'm reading The Three Little Pigs, for the big bad wolf, it's low and growly, but not too scary. And for the pigs, it's high and silly. He said, little pig, let me in." And what did the pig say?
Not by your chin chin chin.
"Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." I also throw in a little drama when I read. If I read like this, "And I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," my kids would lose interest. But when I'm a little more dramatic, my kids really get pulled into the story. "I need to find another way in," said the big bad wolf. What do you think he thought he was gonna do?
Go down the chimney.
I know, I'll climb down the chimney. Is his name Santa Claus?
Yeah.
No, what's he doing?
Climbing down the chimney and you'll die because there's fire.
Oh my gosh, the third little pig jumped up. "Quick," he said, "we must build a fire in the fireplace." The wolf slid down the chimney and burned his bottom so badly that he howled in pain. Oh! Oh! Can you make that noise? Never to bother the three little pigs again. So the next time you read to your kids, try using different voices for each of the characters and be dramatic. When you have fun reading, your kids will too. I love you. Thanks for reading it to me. You did a great job. Send us pictures or videos of you and your family during story time. Just hashtag them with Mother Goose Club or tag us here on YouTube. And tune into our YouTube channels to find more great videos for you and your kids. We would love to hear from you, so type in comments below and don't forget to subscribe. Reading to your kids is one of the most important things you can do to boost your kids. I think you did. I forgot the beginning of it. When I read to my kids, nope, this is fun. This is having fun. Okay.
I don't know
Still
how you
doing it
deal with
again?
this. I don't know how you deal with this all day, every day,
When
do
you
you?
have fun
I love it.
reading, your kids
How do you deal with that? Ow. I also throw in.
It's more.
So it is. And it starts.
A little drama.
A little drama. And the pigs are high and silly.
Mother Goose Club Playhouse.